Dinosaurs, they're all really quite weird when you think about them. But these are the top 5 weirdest dinosaurs you've never heard of. Number 5 is Microraptor. This little guy had feathers, like actual feathers. Not all dinosaurs had feathers, but this one did. And it wasn't just a little guy with a few feathers either. It was fully feathered. It's actually related to the Velociraptor. But unlike its cousin, it had feathers that covered its entire body, kind of like a big fluffy chicken. It lived in what is now China during the late Cretaceous period. And although it was only about the size of a crow, it was an expert at catching fish with its sharp beak and claws. Number 4 is Carcharodontosaurus. The name means terrible lizard king, and it certainly lived up to it. It was a huge carnivore that lived in what is now Argentina. It was about the same size as a T-Rex, but it was much more agile. They were so long that if you were an adult, you could only touch your fingertips to your shoulders. But the most amazing thing about this dinosaur is that it had feathers. Yes, even the scary ones had feathers. This dinosaur was so fierce that it probably didn't need to be camouflaged. It was the predator, not the prey. So why would it have evolved to have feathers? Scientists think it might have used them to attract mates, or maybe to keep warm at night while hunting. Number 3 is Amargasaurus. This dinosaur was so strange that when paleontologists first found it in the 1970s, they thought it was a hoax. It was an herbivore that lived in what is now Argentina during the late Cretaceous period. It had 2 very long horns on its nose that were curved backwards, and it also had a row of smaller horns along its back. These horns were made of keratin, just like our fingernails. It also had a frill around its neck that was made of bony plates. This dinosaur was about the same size as a brachiosaurus, but it looked very different. Its head was small compared to its body, and it had a long, thin tail. Number 2 is Therizinosaurus. This dinosaur was a true oddball. It was a herbivore that lived in what is now Mongolia. It had a very long neck and small head, just like a brachiosaurus. But it also had very long arms with huge claws at the end. These claws were so big that they were curved like sickles. It could have used them to cut down trees and shrubs and reach the leaves at the top. But the strangest thing about this dinosaur is that it had no teeth.